Here's all the sauces you can make from the mother sauce that you've never heard of. Espanol or demi-glace. Place in a little bit of neutral oil before going in with our mirepoix. Once your veg has started to caramelize, we're going to go in with the garlic. After 5 minutes, we're going to go in with our butter. Once your butter is melted, we're going to go in with the flour. So we're going to cook out our roux on a medium-high heat until we achieve a roasted dark color. We call this a dark roux. Once your roux has been roasted off nicely, we're going to add our tomato puree in, adding our veal stock a little bit at a time, fully incorporating to ensure we don't get any lumps. Followed by our aromats, we've got some thyme, parsley stalks and black peppercorn. Then we're going to simmer this for 2.5 hours. As our stock comes up to the boil, we're just going to skim off any impurities. We're going to do this periodically while the stock is cooking. Our Espanol has now been cooking for 2.5 hours, otherwise known as demi-glace. We're going to pass this off and then it's ready to make into our 5 classic sauces. Bordelaise sauce. We're going to add some butter, a finely diced banana shallot, 1 grated garlic clove. It's going to keep the heat nice and low until my shallot is completely softened. Add our red wine and reduce it by 2/3. Wine is reduced. We're going to go in with our demi-glace. Bring it up to a simmer and reduce it to our desired consistency. We're going to add in some lemon juice for acidity. Then we're going to go in with our bone marrow and our fresh herbs, tarragon and parsley. Very gently warm the bone marrow through in the sauce. I'm plating the sauce bordelaise with a beautiful seared fillet steak. Sauce Robert, my personal favourite. A little bit of neutral oil. We're going to add some sliced bacon. So once our bacon is caramelised, we're going to place that onto a tray. Then we're going to go into the pan with our sliced onion, 2 knobs of butter, making sure we remove all the fond off the bottom of the pan with the onions. Once the onions are starting to caramelize, we're going to go in with our sliced garlic. We're going to add some thyme, white wine, and reduce it by 2/3. Wine is reduced. We're going to add our mustard to the pan, our demi-glace. Heat up your sauce before finishing with the crispy bacon bits and chopped parsley. Season it with lemon juice. I'm plating the sauce Robert with a pork chop, crispy sage, and pickled lemon. Sauce chasseur. We're going to start with some oil in our pan. Then we're going to go in with some thinly sliced chestnut mushroom. Once your mushrooms have started to colour, we're going to go in with a couple of knobs of butter and some seasoning. Diced shallot, 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to go with our white wine and we're going to reduce it by 50%. Once your wine is reduced, we're going to go in with some tomato passata, followed by our demi-glace. We're going to finish our sauce with tarragon and parsley and a touch of Chardonnay vinegar. I'm plating the sauce chasseur with a crispy chicken leg and some leeks. Sauce Madeira. Start off with some butter in a pan, add some diced shallot and just soften that down on a low heat. We're going to deglaze with Madeira. Reduce this by 50%. Once our Madeira is reduced, we're going to add our demi-glace. Bring this to a simmer, season with salt, black pepper, and red wine vinegar. I'm plating the sauce Madeira with some venison and a grilled hispy cabbage. Sauce Diable. We're going to add white wine vinegar, and we're going to reduce this on a high heat with 1 diced shallot. Once your mixture is reduced by half, we're going to season that with a little pinch of cayenne pepper, followed by our demi-glace. We're going to bring this to a simmer, give it a taste, and season with salt. I'm plating the sauce Diable with a chicken breast, some chard, and pickled onion.